Hey YouTube, this is the Carian Sorcery sword, and this got buffed today in the latest patch, patch 1.13. Now these duels were recorded on the previous patch, and I actually had this video ready to go with a different voiceover talking about how this was a really great idea, but it just needed a bit of love. There was a couple of issues with the way they'd implemented the weapon, and one of those they've changed, so let's talk about it. Now, it's a thrusting sword. It's got your regular R1 attacks. The L2 is impaling thrust, which unfortunately you can't change. Now, impaling thrust is decent, but it would just be nice to have a bit more build customization. But really the main issue with the weapon was the damage scaling for spells. So I'd done a test compared to the Carian Regal Scepter, and the Carian Sorcery sword was doing 40% of the damage that the Carian Regal Scepter does. And that was at 80 ints, fully upgraded on Night Comet. And for me, that just wasn't anywhere near enough. I felt if it had been around 70 to 75%, that would be good, just to make it a bit more competitive. You don't need it to be god tier, you just need it to be useful. And that's exactly what they've done. So I just did a really quick test, and it was 78% of the damage. So all of a sudden, this weapon becomes a lot more viable now. So I think that's really good. The rest of the build, I've got the Carian Thrusting Shield, which has the Shield Strike Ash of War. Just one thing to comment further on the sword, because the spells are on the R2 and not the L2, I'm not locked out of casting them if I've got something in my left hand, so that's actually quite good. I think that the spells are on the R2. So yeah, I've got the Thrusting Shield, that's really good. I've added Rabath's Cannon as well, the new Jar Cannon, as that actually does magic damage. And there's magic great bolts that you can get for that as well. There's a bit of parkour needed from Shaman Village. There's a bell bearing at the top of Rabath's Rise that you need to get for those. That guy was going to heal there, which is a bit naughty. So I always have Gravity Stone Fan on an int build, particularly for duels. It's good for catching people out in situations like that. Also been testing some of the new spells. I love Gravitational Missile. It's a really good nuisance spell. Just to distract or disrupt what other players are doing. Of the others, although Rolana's Twin Moons looks great, I've yet to actually land it on anyone, but I'm gonna keep trying. Anyway, that's it. Like I say, it's a really great change that they've made to the sword. I think we're going to see a lot more people using it now. So stats and gear coming up at the end. Hope you liked the video, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.